So hello my friends, Devaun Lennox here, PhotographyPX. In today's video we'll cover the main highlight features and do an overview of DJI's Mavic Air 2. Do know you can find timestamps and links in the description down below, as well as the pinned comment, and also know this is not a sponsored video. Let's get started. Released in the spring of 2020, DJI's Mavic Air 2 is their latest mid-range consumer drone to capitalize on their folding design, and it comes to market offering substantial changes over the original Air released 2 years prior. DJI's Air lineup is slotted just above the Mavic Mini and the higher-end 2 Pro series, and it's acclaimed for being feature-rich but budget-friendly and ideal for traveling creators. On paper, the Air 2 brings 4K 60p video, a new flight controller, longer battery life, 8K hyperlapse, OcuSync 2 connectivity, and much more. And in many ways, it mixes the capabilities from the flagship Phantom 4 series and the Mavic Pro lines into a more compact package, representing the extreme portability of the Mavic Mini with the power of the 2 Pro. DJI aims this particular drone to compete primarily with Parrot's Anafi. It obtains a similar collapsible wing form and design philosophy as other recent Mavic drones, and it's clear they've taken inspiration with this particular release from the 2 Pro series. But the highlight difference is that this drone is now substantially larger and heavier than the original Air, moving from 570 grams to 430 grams, a 32% increase. In hand, this increase in weight is easily noticeable, and the drone's also grown in both footprint and form factor, now closely matching the 2 Pro series drones. However, it does come with some welcomed improvements, namely the larger frame improves the stability and overall flight dynamics, and it's noticeably more stable in the Air than before. Additionally, DJI has also opted for low noise wind resistant propellers, reducing the flight noise, and they've also added an LED light at the bottom, similar to the Pro series, which helps with visibility during flight. Outside of that, it still has a dedicated micro SD slot, which supports cards up to 256 gigabytes, and the drone also maintains 8 gigabytes of internal storage. For videos, it features a 1/2-inch CMOS sensor and a fixed 24mm equivalent 2.8 lens with an 84-degree field of view mounted to a 3-axis mechanical gimbal. And this camera shoots 4K UHD up to 60p, a first in the Mavic line, and 2.7K 60p and 1080p Full HD up to 240p. And the camera records videos with a maximum data rate of 120 megabits per second to either the MP4 or MOV formats with either H.264 or H.265 HEVC compression. The updated data rates is also a notable improvement with this drone, outperforming even the 2 Pro series, which only provides 4K 30 at 100 megabits per second by contrast. For stills, this camera shoots 48 megapixel images in addition to the standard 12 megapixels, and it shoots both JPEG and RAW photos in the DNG format. It also offers 360-degree photo capture, panoramas, and up to 8K hyperlapse videos. DJI's also increased the camera's native ISO range by 1 stop, now capped at ISO 6400. Additionally, they've also equipped the drone with manual controls over the footage, including ISO, shutter speed, white balance, and picture profile settings, and you can record in the D-Cine-like profile to capture flat footage that lends better during grading. Alternatively, you can record in H.265, which captures a less compressed image with more information and better dynamic range. The drone also offers both HDR for stills and videos, and you can record up to 4K 30p to capture more dynamic range and color in camera in this mode. It also features the Smart Photo mode, which merges scene recognition, HDR, and hyperlight into a single mode, and essentially this allows the camera to automatically optimize settings based on the scene it recognizes. The latest firmware update also receives 4K zoom, letting you apply a 2x digital zoom in 4K 30p or 2.7K, or 4x in 1080p 60. Like other high-end DJI drones, you can also pitch the gimbal upwards from -90 to 24 degrees. Battery life on this drone is excellent. It features a brand new 3500 mAh battery instead of the older 2375 battery, and DJI now rates the drone at 34 minutes of flight under ideal conditions, representing a 61% improvement over the original Air. With this new release, DJI has also opted to redesign the included flight controller. The most notable improvements to the flight controller is that it now debuts built-in OcuSync 2.0, which is DJI's proprietary transmission technology taken from the Phantom and 2 Pro series. With this addition, it now provides low latency, 120 milliseconds, 1080p 30p video streaming with a working distance of 6.2 miles or 10 kilometers. And like the original model, it still supports both 2.4 and 5.8 gigahertz dual frequency communication to reduce interference in real time. Additionally, the increase in the flight controller's size has noticeably improved the controller's handling and overall ergonomics, and the updated size has also allowed for a redesigned phone mount on the top with integrated antennas, which is brilliant. Lastly, it now boasts a remarkable battery life of 240 minutes, doubling its predecessor, and offers USB charging rather than micro USB. From a flight standpoint, you'll fly this drone using the DJI Fly app, not the Go4 app of its predecessor, and in general, the DJI Fly app is superior in user friendliness with a simple and streamlined design, and it's far easier to navigate and master without being overly design heavy or forcing you to hunt through menus to access critical flight settings. The drone uses GPS and GLONASS with a single compass and IMU. Even so, it's accurate and stable with a 1.5 meter hovering accuracy, which is quite good. And the hovering accuracy now closely matches the 2 Pro series, and it's also quite fast, topping out with a top speed of 42.5 miles per hour in the sports mode. And like most DJI products, it's supremely responsive to the flight control inputs and easy to fly, even in high winds exceeding 30 miles per hour. Outside of that, it also offers bonuses such as APAS 3 for better subject detection and obstacle avoidance in complex scenes, obstacle avoidance sensors on the front, rear, and bottom panels, DJI's full suite of quick-shot autonomous flying modes, including rocket, drone, helix, circle, boomerang, and asteroid. It also has the new focus track mode. The latest firmware update also adds the flight safety mode, and it obtains DJI's Active Track 3.0. In the end, while not perfect, DJI has excelled with this release. At its current retail price, it's unlikely that the Mavic Air 2 won't be a popular release, and it's a powerful drone in the consumer segment that will surely impress many. It's quite impressive to see DJI deliver a product of this caliber at such a competitive price. This drone could easily be 30% more and still be justifiable, but no, they've chosen to remain approachable, which is wise on their part, and it shines as another example of them pushing the bounds in innovation despite the potential fallout within their current lineup. Even so, this is a worthy companion drone for 2 Pro or Phantom owners, yet one that obtains much of their high-end capabilities, and despite the smaller sensor, it's the better value proposition in many ways. Simply put, the Air 2 is arguably the best drone released at this price point, given its features, design, and quality. And sure, like I mentioned, it's not perfect, but if you want to step up your production quality and you want a powerful traveling companion, this is currently your best bet. So there you have it, my friends. There are the highlights in the overview of DJI's Mavic Air 2. For more information on the Mavic Air 2 and other DJI drones, check out our website, PhotographyPX.com. Go to our drones review page, then to the DJI section, and there you will see a full detailed written review as well as other reviews of drones that may be of interest to you. You can also look at the pinned comment in the description down below, and that will take you right to the full review as well. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found the contents of today's video insightful and it added value to you. If you're new here, please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. Also, leave us a like and a comment in the description down below. Let us know if we overlooked something or we missed something that we covered in today's video. I've been your host, Devaun Lennox, Photography.